Jamie Varley has been attacked inside of prison. The monster who killed baby Preston Davy. Now, I'm putting this straight facts out there, people, because I've been inundated with messages as usual, asking, is it true? Obviously, people look to my Facebook page and come straight to Behind Bars TV on YouTube to find out whether or not he has been attacked, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But unfortunately, people, this is fake news again. It happens time and time again. And the reason why I'm putting it out there and putting it in the title, he's been attacked inside a prison, is obviously to get people having a look, the ones who are commenting and believing that it has actually happened. Come straight to this channel for the straightforward facts and the info, because when something like this happens, when he gets attacked, like the other prisoners who have been attacked, I get contacted immediately from people inside the system and people in the know. But there is a few things I'm going to get through in this video, people. I'm actually got a few articles up here, what I've been sent about his past and the red flags. But I'm going to tell you exactly what has been wrote about him. There's 3 or 4 different articles that's popped up on Facebook. People who have got hundreds of thousands of followers, some of them, and some of the comments, there's thousands of likes, thousands of comments on people who was interacting with these pages. So I'm going to give you a quick, like I say, I don't do any edits on here, so I'm not going to edit and put it up. But what I'll do, I'll just turn this around, my laptop, and I'll read it out first of all, actually. So, Jailhouse Justice Jamie Varley has been stabbed in a brutal prison ambush. The 37-year-old suffered severe neck injuries after fellow inmates cornered him inside the high-security prison Wakefield, infamously known as Monster Mansion. As the Ministry of Justice launches a massive investigation into the security breach, the internet is heavily reacting to the violent attack. Now, like I say, I've got the statement from the Ministry of Justice, which I'm going to read out afterwards, but just so you know what I'm talking about, Facebook pages, write-ups like that. This one actually has got a link to a newspaper article or a media article, but like this one here, there's, I'm not sure if you can see there, but there is 1.8k likes, 1,100 comments. And when you click on and go to some of the comments, everybody is saying this couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Wow, that was fast. Keep it coming, boys. Good news. I'm not a violent person, but I will make an exception for this. Well done. And there's, like I've said, there's 1,100 on just one post, and they're all saying this sort of thing. So I'm just going to go and read now actually on these other articles what it says. And reportedly being stabbed in prison attack. They're more or less actually saying the same. So, right. And here, it's a News Insider page. Not actually a page. This is a media outlet, a newspaper. And prison retribution, infamous child killer, Jamie Varley, stabbed inside high security HMP Wakefield. So I'm not surprised when these are going around online, the Ministry of Justice is getting involved and thought, has this actually happened? Is Wakefield keeping this under wraps? And the structural standard of maximum security inmate management has officially been pushed to its absolute limits following a violent outbreak, inside a notorious British penitentiary. Jamie Varley, the former school teacher serving a whole life term, has reportedly been stabbed by fellow prisoners. And it even goes into detail how it happened. According to preliminary internal tracking from inside the walls of HMP Wakefield, the 37-year-old suffered a severe deep neck injury during a targeted ambush inside the high security facility. Prison emergency response teams rushed to neutralize the threat, and Varley was immediately transferred to the prison's specialized hospital wing, where he currently remains in a serious but stable condition. This is absolutely outrageous how they can just come on and spout this stuff. Like I say, that News Insider. When you click on the... Just give you another browse. So when you click, can you see that properly on there, people? So when you click on News Insider, it's like a proper... It's not just a Facebook page. It's actual media outlet. Proper, whatever, bullshit firm. You know, the light looked a bit funny there. And it's absolutely outrageous. But like I say, I would have it on this channel straight away when he gets attacked. Not if, when. Because I know for a fact, like I predicted, Watkins and Huntley, I knew it would just be a matter of time for them, and it wasn't very long after me predictions, they were actually ended. But for now, this monster, Varley, is in the segregation unit inside of HMP Wakefield on an act and refusing to eat because he's a pathetic, worthless piece of, you guessed it, and I'll keep it clean on here with the language, but that horrible, absolute beast will get prison justice, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or like Huntley, 2 decades. It will come to him. He's going to live out the rest of his sorry days shitting himself. So anyways, the Ministry of Justice. So the situation in which Varley now finds himself has led to online rumours that the child killer had been attacked and stabbed in recent days, with some online accounts claiming that he was in hospital in a serious but stable condition. The Ministry of Justice can confirm that these rumours are definitely not true. A news report into conditions at HMP Wakefield, however, showed that Varley, here's some good news, people, are you waiting for it? Varley will be in danger until the day he dies. That danger will never fade. He is gonna fucking reap what he sows until the day he is ended inside of prison. He will spend his life locked up alongside the most violent men in the criminal justice system, living in dirty, cramped conditions with much of the prison infrastructure crumbling to dust. Now that will be music to your ears, people, because that is just what he deserves. That horrible monster is suffering for the rest of his life, and he will be petrified, scared to come out of his pad, because prison justice will prevail. So now that I've went over what the Ministry of Justice said, and like I say, people, I brought this on here because I get emails, messages, all sorts, comments saying, please do us a video on what happened to him inside of prison. And like I've said, I'll bring you the information firsthand on here. The news outlets, the media, the UK British media, are straight on my channel as well, because sometimes they copy me stories which I've seen previously, but I don't mind if they copy them as long as they fucking plug me channel in, put a link in so people can click on it and come direct to Behind Bars TV to get the full lowdown, the truth, and nothing but the truth, Your Honour. But before I move on to this next part, people, I think I'm a few hundred subscribers away from 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a massive milestone. 70% of my viewers are still not subscribed to this channel, and a lot of people that's been watching for years have went and double checked and said, sorry, I'm not even subscribed. So please go down, hit the subscribe button, it's free of charge, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. So I'm going to get into some of his background, because this absolute wrong, and some of the background has come out about what his childhood was like and some of the red flags. So exclusive background investigations have unearthed disturbing red flags from Varley's childhood and teenage years. I was actually notified about this before it went in the press. There was a few different people got in touch telling us about this, and some of his childhood friends had actually sent messages as well, but I didn't want to bring it on here because I couldn't find out for definite if they were his friends or there were people that put these type of claims on Facebook. And I don't want to come on and start spouting stuff what people send us until I know it's facts. And now that it's in the paper, then I know that it's a fact. So it's shown a pattern of deeply troubling behaviour decades before his conviction. But like I said in the video when I was going to talk about this, because he'd never been charged with anything or been arrested, it didn't flag up when he got his CRB check. His criminal background, what's it stand for again? Sorry. I know it's a CRB anyways, but it's a criminal background check. So former school peers and childhood acquaintances spoke anonymously to the press to detail his early behaviour. In-class sex incident. A former school friend revealed that Varley was once caught openly, can't tell you exactly because it'll flash up, while a pupil inside the classroom. As a teenager, Varley was widely regarded as an odd loner. Neighbours and peers recalled him frequently pushing a toy baby doll around local streets in a pram. Throughout his adolescent years, he reportedly struggled to form normal friendships because he was abnormal, choosing instead to isolate himself from peers. So, this was another thing that was actually unearthed. The unearthed childhood details align with multiple warning signs that surfaced later in Varley's adult life, but went ignored. The dark thoughts confession. During his trial, it was revealed that Varley had actually confessed to a friend that he was having dark thoughts about Preston weeks before the murder. Then why didn't you act? You must be having sleepless nights now knowing he told you about these dark thoughts, but you didn't act, and now a child is no longer here. Threatening text messages just days after taking custody of the little one. Varley text messaged his sister stating the child was dead meat today because the infant was keeping him awake at night. He sent further texts to friends calling the child annoying. You absolute monster. You adopted that little one to give him a better future. You didn't have him 4 months and you done that. Days into the absolute... you know what I'm trying to say, people. Ignored medical flags. Medical experts testified that Preston had visible clusters of bruising on his forehead and physical markings, including what a Home Office pathologist identified as a human bite mark. That should have served as immediate safeguarding red flags for social services. This was when he went to hospital on occasions before his actual death. A bite mark. Absolutely beyond belief. If that was found out at a hospital before all of this, then it should have fucking been dealt with. He should have been took back off him. Not back off him, I mean. It should have been taken away out of the care because he wasn't in care. He was being mistreated. So, 2 seconds, because I did have a couple of more bits of info up on here, but I've got loads of different ones. So, 2 seconds, my dears. So, yes, there was another talking about the points what I've just went on about what has been not unleashed, but what has been uncovered since his conviction and sentencing. And when I mentioned he was pushing a baby doll around the streets in a pram, there's been sightings previously, obviously when he was younger, about this baby, and he was doing sadistic things to obviously not the baby, the doll, shall we say. A little baby doll in the pram, pushing it around the streets and doing horrible, sick, twisted things to this little doll. Red flags all over the place. Absolute fucking outrageous. When he was going through the adoption process, these adoptions agencies should have went to see his school, getting reports from the school that he went to. He was 36-year-old. They should have went and getting school reports to see what he was like in school. They should have went and seen acquaintances. They should have getting reports from people in the area, in the deprived Blackpool area that he came from. And they would have seen the red flags. And none of this would have happened because he is an absolute monster which must have had a lifelong obsessions and fantasies about doing this. And he couldn't even wait for months. He was doing it straight away. Absolute horrid man. Monster, not a man, sorry, monster. He was doing these wicked deeds from the day he actually obtained Preston through the adoption process. But one thing's for sure, people. I will be bringing out the bacon basher. Unfortunately, it fell off my shelf and I lost the lug. Maybe it's just more of a symbol about what's to come. Losing body parts. So that's the bacon basher, people. I bring it out every time a bacon is bashed. And that will be coming out for Varley in the not too distant future, people. But I'm going to leave that one there for now, people. Hopefully you are still enjoying the content. And if you are, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the like button because it does boost the algorithm. And I have got another video coming up, which I'm going to release tomorrow. I could have done 2 videos today because there is something else that's come to light. But I'll leave that one for another day, people. And it's not due with this case, it's another one. But, as usual, people, enjoy the rest of your day. But most importantly, chaps, stay safe.